So hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today's Sunday, July the 5th, and we're out not on a full ride today. We're just trying to get a break in the weather. So I've just been up to the Lake District to deliver a present, as it's my big sister's birthday today. And then we've just headed back down the A6 and done a right at Milnthorpe to head down through Arnside and Silverdale and head that back down to Carnforth again. So you can see Morecambe Bay just out in the front of me here. The sea is all the way in, and it's pretty windy today, as you can probably hear through the microphone. We've got 26-mile-an-hour winds, and be good if you're on a windsurfer out there just now, but yeah, it's pretty grim. It's been pretty grim all week, as most of you have seen, and I've been waiting for a window to get out on the bike to get some air and blow the cobwebs away, but also to get some footage for you guys. So I think this weather is, especially in the north, due to continue for another week on and off, and then from next weekend we got temperatures back up to 21 degrees again and some more sun. Just passing the Ship pub just here, and if you could smell that, you'd smell the food, the Sunday roast on. Obviously pubs are back open now. So just to my right here, over the water, you've got Grange Over Sands in the distance just there. And that's where I've just come from. And yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the sea this choppy out in the bay. Looks like quite a high tide too, but with all the rain we've had, it's I know the rivers have been flooded, and some of the fields are actually flooded up this area. So God help you guys in Yorkshire with the floods and things. You must be having more of it. Crazy, actually. Beginning of July and we're having weather like this. So a quick thank you to everyone that left comments on the previous video about the new screen, and had a few comments from people interested in these, and obviously I bought it from Pyramid Plastics, and it was colour coded into the bike's colour, but you can get just the standard clear, semi-tint or full tint versions from them. So I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can head over to that channel. They do all kinds of stuff, belly pans and screens, and what else do they do, seat cowls and all that kind of stuff in the description below. But yeah, a few of you have asked me about the wind protection. Now as you can see, it's quite a small screen, probably similar size to the original one that was on here, which wasn't much of a screen, but yeah, it's not about the wind protection on this one for me, it's just about the looks. I do have a touring screen, which you've seen, and that pretty much helps for touring and a bit of motorway work and all of that kind of stuff, but it does tend to throw the air into my face and give it a lot of turbulence. And I'm 6'2", laughing at that because somebody said in the last video, really, you're 6'2"? But I think it was the 360 camera that's making it or making me look short, with there being such a curve in the vision that it gives. So yeah, I'm 6'2", and this new screen that I put on from Pyramid Plastics, it pretty much keeps the air just about here in my chest, so just around this area. It's not too unpleasant on the motorway at 70 miles an hour plus, but it just keeps that wind buffeting off my helmet, which is highly annoying and obviously noisy at speed. So we're just going to do a right here. You can go left towards Silverdale or right towards Arnside. What I'm going to do is head towards Arnside along the front, and then I'm going to sneak through all the back lanes through to Carnforth and pretty much hug the coast going down. So there's an awesome chippy in Arnside, and it's very good, and I believe it's open. Not going to stop today, but it's nice to pop out here for a ride if you're up this way, and get some fish and chips, and then eat them on the front by the ocean, as long as the sea's in, because the estuary here is very tidal, and it's obviously not full like it is today normally. So here's the fish and chip shop here, everyone queuing up, keeping their distance. I think they still have the system here where you can order online at a specific time, and I've not tried it out myself, but my sister's been in there and tried it, and she said it's pretty good. You get served pretty quickly. And then just as you come along here, brings you back along the front again. You've got some shops on the left just here, all opening up again, nice to see. And then just on the left, just where we turn left just here, you've got the Albion, great pub. And then on the right there, where those people are next to that water fountain, that's where I normally pull up for the fish and chips. And then this road takes us basically all the way over towards Silverdale, and it takes us past a really cracking campsite, which myself and the family use sometimes, and I'll point that out on the way. Also has the added benefit of a sister campsite literally just 100 yards away, with swimming pool and sauna, steam room, and restaurants and bar and things on site, which is on a static caravan site literally just over the field. So like I say, I'll point that out. So if you are up this way camping, then yeah, it's a good one to use. Now this road, it sort of winds its way along the coast and along the estuary of Morecambe Bay, and it kind of gets forgotten sometimes. A lot of people heading up this way generally come across the A6 through Carnforth and Millthorpe and up into the lakes that way, but even though it's a small road and quite slow going, it's quite nice to go through all of these villages. And Silverdale's a lovely place, and like I say, you've got Arnside there with shops and facilities and a great chippy. There's also a lovely little beach, stone shingle beach, just down the road 100 yards from the campsite. And it's great in an evening to head down there, because it's facing towards the west, so you get the nice sunsets early evening, and you know, grab a campfire down there. It's really good. So yeah, I think we're lucky. We still have a weather window where there's no rain forecast today until about 6 PM. And then we kick off again with bad weather for the week. So hopefully I'll be able to get out in the week if we have another window. So also, I think with my previous videos, we spoke about the touring. So it'll be nice to get away in August. I think do a spot of camping. I think I'm gonna take the tent with me as well. Try and stay clear of hotels and guest houses for the time being. That's if it's Scotland anyway, and also if it's South Germany, possibly camping, but if it is Spain or France and it certainly gets warmer, then I like the home comforts of a hotel or something. So we'll see where the vote goes by next Friday, and where my trip in August is going to be. So it's down to you guys. Where do you want to see? What do you want me to do? Let me know in the comments below. or in the actual pole, which is up on the channel. We shall see. So just got the back of the campsite just here, Hollins Farm. You'll see it when I go around the corner down here. I'll point that out. Nice place, great toilets, showers on site, and plenty of space between pitches. This is the only problem with this road, is it's quite narrow in places, and not many passing places for cars. But it's about exploring, isn't it? And yeah, it's a nice little road around here. I'll show you the beach in a minute, and you can see that. So Hyundai plug-in. Is it a hybrid or is it an electric car? Hard to tell because all I can hear is my bike. But interestingly enough, I see a lot of other YouTubers at the moment posting electric motorcycle videos, and I'm kind of split on them really, and I'll tell you shortly about it and why. But yeah, on the right hand side, just past these cows here, you've got the entrance for Hollins Farm, Holgate's owners of the campsite. And then just here over the stile to your left, you've got a little field where you can walk across, and that will take you to Holgate's caravan park, which is a static caravan site. And on there you've got all of the facilities of swimming pool, sauna, showers, steam rooms, all of that. You've got a bar and restaurant on site, so everything you want facility wise just around the corner. And then literally you walk 100 yards, 200 yards down the road here, and you've got this wonderful beach overlooking the west coast and Morecambe Bay. The sea is just heading out at the moment. Comes in and out quite fast, but there's a stile there over on the beach. You can go and have a nice early evening, watch the sunset, campfire and all of that. And then just up the road from it, just here, so there's two ways from the campsite. You can either walk straight across the field, or you can walk around the roadway just here, which is just a little bit longer, and then you've got it on the left, just about 100 yards up here. They've just built some new lodges actually on the right hand side, so directly looking over the bay, just over there, which is quite nice. All static caravans and lodge type things. And then you've got Holgate's just there. So yeah, I thought I'd just add that into the videos. I don't know if many people know this little road around the coast and the caravan site just there, but it might come in handy if you're thinking of coming up to this area, or even to the Lake District, and you want to spend a night there. It's quite a good place to stay. So yeah, that campsite's kind of in between the lakes and in Cumbria and Lancashire, and also it's handy to stay there, and then you're within half an hour's reach really of the epic roads and the Trough of Bowland that we have, which I've featured in the last few videos, which is an epic place to visit. So yeah, head on over this way. So we're just coming into the back end of the village of Silverdale just here. Nice little sleepy village. And just for you guys, I've had to actually record this twice today. And I got up to the road end just up here and noticed my camera had stopped recording, or one of them. So yeah, it was throwing up an SD card error. So luckily it saved some footage, but lost the rest. So that's the thing I'm up against these days, is if it's not camera issues, it's SD cards. So I don't know what's up with the SD card. I daren't format it in the camera and start again, because it would wipe the video footage that it's already saved. So hopefully it'll download onto my iPad and I can edit it. So you can head right just there. towards the rest of the Silverdale village, or you can head left, and this will take us down then past the nature reserve that's also down here, and head down towards Carnforth. So luckily I had a spare SD card that I always keep in with the spare battery for the camera in a little case, and luckily I had that in my pocket, so I swapped the SD cards out, and we pop the other card in so we can finish off the video today. So yeah, I think the rain is about to start again at 6 PM. It's now about 1:45 in the afternoon on this pleasant Sunday run out. At least the roads have dried up anyway, and that's due to the high wind that we have. So I've also been thinking of ways to not carry my tank bag. As you can see, I haven't got my tank bag on today, and I kind of don't like using a tank bag, although it's really handy to put stuff in. I just don't like it in front of me on top of the tank. Now it's okay, I would use it for touring and things like that, because they're really handy, but I carry a lot of camera gear with me when I go out on the bike for obvious reasons, and my drone and everything. So normally, as you can see here, I've got the rucksack on, although I've come unclipped. I need to reconnect that, which is great, and I do like using a rucksack, but it's just sometimes nice to be a little bit freer. So what I've done is I've put the rear rack, the Yamaha rack, back on the back of the bike, and I did that for one main reason, and that is when I'm backing the bike out the garage, there's nothing to grab hold of on the rear end of this bike. So basically I've popped the rack back on, so I actually like the look of it more with the rack on than with the rack off. But then I thought to myself, why not pop a little bag on the back of the rack, then I can put all of my camera gear and bits and bobs in, rather than the tank bag. So anyway, so I've ordered up a Krieger US 10, so it's a 10 litre bike tail pack, and I've used Krieger products before many times. As you can see, I have the Krieger rucksack, and I've actually owned a Krieger US 20, so the 20 litre, and then two 10 litres in the past, when I used to do some touring a few years ago. And great quality products, fully waterproof, roll top bags, quite unique as they have really nice lockdown straps and a unique way of fitting together. So I'll show you that when it comes. It's meant to arrive tomorrow, being Monday, and we'll get that strapped onto the rack at the back there, and then I can keep all my gear in there. Just heading left just here. This will take us down to Carnforth, past the nature reserve. I'll show you that. Yeah, so the Krieger backpack will then go on my bike and stay on, and I can just fit in there. It's 10 litres capacity. You can get 20 or 30 litres capacity, but I think the 10 litre one will just fit nicely. Get all my camera gear in it and everything, and then I don't have to have anything in front of me here, which is what I don't like. So I'll still use my rucksack from time to time. It's always good, especially at these times when you know, cafes weren't open, but now they are. But I am still trying to keep away a little bit from them, just to social distance a little bit more. I don't think we're out of all of this yet by any means, and I see Leicester has also got another lockdown, as has some areas in Catalonia in Spain. I think there's 200,000 people in lockdown currently again after they opened up. So I'm trying to be good, trying to social distance, still keep away from everywhere. So cafe series will not resume until we're totally out of the woods, I'm afraid. And even when I'm touring in August, I'll be keeping myself to myself and not really socialising It's hard to do, I know, but I think we must do it. We'll get through this and see how it pans out as we get towards winter. So yeah, just on the right hand side of me here is a big nature reserve, a lot of wild birds and things. So what have we got coming up on the channel then, moving forward? So we've got obviously the Krieger pack that I've just mentioned coming up. We've also got the belly pan that needs to arrive, so we can fit that to the bike and get that on. Also coming from Pyramid Plastics, and also that's color coded. One of the other things that I mentioned earlier was electric motorcycles, and I see a lot of YouTubers riding these and giving their impressions on them, and generally they are they've been given the bikes for a couple of weeks to have a good practice and ride out on these things. I do think some of these reviews are quite biased though, when the manufacturer or the agent gives them the bike, and I don't know whether you get a honest review or not on the bikes. I have a little bit of a concern with electric bikes, just on the range and also the price. Now the current one that I was looking at on a review yesterday, I'll not mention the channels, but it was over £18,000 for an electric motorcycle that does between 60 and 120 miles per charge. So in realistic terms, you're probably going to get 75 miles between charges. Now £18,000 is about £800 more than the current brand new Ducati Street Fighter naked bike. So we're talking top of the range Ducati, and it's dearer than that. So there's my concern. You're paying well over the odds for an electric bike that you can't get as many miles as a combustion engine. The other thing is the environmental impact on it. So lithium ion gets mined, there's only so much of it, and basically I have concerns about it. Big concerns if you type in lithium ion and lithium ion mining. So the global impact on lithium ion mining, as opposed to drilling for oil and producing petrol, is a problem. So yeah, so that's my rant about electric motorcycles. I think again, I'm not sold on them, and I think we're a long way off from ever getting to a stage where everything is electric. I don't think it'll come to that stage. I don't think there's enough lithium technology to be able to push that 200-mile tank range on a motorcycle, and I think that we'll kind of do it for the environment. Again, I'm not 100% sold whether it's as good or better for the environment than what we have today, and things do change. Look at diesel cars, how they said, oh, diesel is better than petrol for the environment. Now they do a U-turn on it, and everything is going back to petrol. One time it was bad to eat eggs, next time it's good to eat eggs. So things change. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video today, and thanks again for my subscribers. Always appreciate your support on the channel, and if you're a new subscriber to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ding the bell to get notifications of new videos coming up. We upload every week, providing the weather stays okay. So anyway, have a great week at work, and hopefully we can get a video out midweek for you this week, if we get a break in the weather. Anyway, take care guys, and have a good one.